welcome to another video with your girl Queen Burrell. Today we'll be discussing marriage, taking on your partner's name, or having your partner take on your name. So guys, stay tuned. If you were already here, welcome back. Please leave a comment in the comment section and give this video a thumbs up. If you are new here, please hit the subscription button. Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today, as promised, we will be discussing the issue of the double barrel name, or whether you should keep your name. So we have a few responses. I did a survey and a few persons responded to the survey. But before we get into that, we will be speaking on our own terms. So how do you feel about it?
Say not introduce me.
Oh, this is
Kevin Manderson.
okay, and you're already familiar with Queen Bee, so
Alright, Queen Bee. Cork. Thank you so much.
Okay, how you feel about it?
I think for me, first of all, I would just want to say it's not a big deal. However, you know, growing up, it has always been a tradition where, you know, the female, I'm talking about my community, where the female takes the man's last name, right? And for the most part, it wouldn't be hyphenated. So the female would have dropped her name. And growing up in a community, in rural St. Andrew, I kind of adopted that. And really and truly, I think that a female should take the guy's last name. And I'm not talking about it being hyphenated.
But I'm still not giving a basis.
No, I'm telling you, it's solely tradition.
Oh, so it's not personal.
It's not anything personal.
It's just you grew up to this, so
More work with it.
But if you want to say tradition, I think tradition is also hyphenated.
Expound.
Back then, you either dismiss your name completely or you hyphenate. So when people say tradition, I wonder what they are talking about, because the hyphenated name is coming from your days.
I get what you're saying, and that is true, and that's a very valid point. But
well, we're not going to stress him out, because for me, I believe I've heard that the whole where legal papers are concerned, it is an issue if you actually drop your name. I don't know how true it is, but I've heard. But I even know my sources, but I've heard in the wind that for legal papers, it's kind of...
It's very costly.
Hard, as in if you drop, say for example, I'm Shani Burrell, I am Shani Burrell, and I drop my Burrell, and I'm Anderson.
Sounds so good, don't it?
Wow!
And that's without Burrell.
Not hyphenated. And then I, say for example, do a degree. So the Manderson would be on the degree. How would I approach that if we should divorce?
Yeah.
That's a legal paper. You hear me? So it's kind of, if it was hyphenated now, my Burrell would be there. So you could easily identify with the fact that, okay, it's Burrell, we just have the Manderson. But if it's Shani Manderson, that's like a whole different person. You would have to do like a million investigation for now say, oh, this is actually Shani Burrell. So where that is concerned, and then me now will have 5 names, because my mother couldn't be satisfied with giving me one middle name. So I have 5 names.
You have 3 middle names.
So if we go hyphenate, and the US Embassy already had an issue with me with the whole visa thing, because they were saying that the character bars that the US used couldn't accommodate my name. So there was a whole investigation, but that's for another topic where I am concerned. So let me just chime into some of the responses and then we can react to them.
Okay.
Alright, so one person went on to say, we getting married, so she should or is supposed to take our name. That's basically what you're saying.
I like her.
You like that person?
Yeah, I like that person. Can't like that.
Someone said, I have no problem taking on my spouse's name. Marrying this person now means we are starting our own family. And so I think it only makes sense. Everyone in my family has one last name.
Pretty much, similar to what was
So you
said
just
before.
dash your pastor?
Yeah. I think
It's like
continue.
you're no longer Kevin Manderson. You're now somebody else. Like I'm known as Shani
to
Borrell.
become one.
Yeah, but why only can't become? Why it has to be on the female's part?
You see, prior to marriage, these things should be discussed.
Very much.
They have to be discussed. Because it shouldn't be a case where after when you get married, then it becomes a problem. Right?
Yeah.
So if it is that the female has an issue with giving up her name, the husband should know before marriage.
True.
Right? So the fact that she said that no, that's her opinion on it. Then it would have meant that she
Them never
would
prior
have,
discussion.
yeah. And she would have even thought about it before she even met him, or because as I said, some opinions come from tradition and how they feel about it. That may be her.
Okay.
Maybe her.
Well, person number 3, taking your spouse's name is based on the relationship with your dad. Or I can add both names and it would be a bit long. Whatever that person was trying to say at the end there, but I can clearly see when them say it has to do with their dad, the relationship with their dad, because some people have a horrible relationship with their dad, so they kind of want to dismiss the name right away.
Interesting. I've never heard of one before.
Well, somebody,
You know anybody like that?
Well, this person.
That's interesting.
This person. Alright. Well, that's somebody who jump and take the name. Is that what the ladies love drop their name though?
I like that.
Person number 5, she can take mine and I can take hers. No, me they didn't know say the man can take the
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That was a thing.
Is that legal?
It is legal. But
So
most
never
people don't
hear
do
about
it. Most
No,
people
I've never
don't
heard
do
about
it.
that. No, you have got to show me that. Somewhere in a whatever closet there, where the man can actually take the female's name, because that defeats the whole purpose of a man being the head. What the hell? The man not take the woman's name?
But yeah, I guess them can make the argument that he's still ahead, he just a name.
I don't think
No,
so.
no, I don't share
The
that
man is
opinion, no.
supposed to lead.
He is.
And he can't. That's like following a female.
But,
They're not gonna show me that one
but
day, no.
what about if the last name is very uncommon, right? And say for instance, a lady has 3 sisters, and they would have gotten married before her, and all of them changed their name, and she alone left.
But that's a heavy burden for somebody to carry. You only can't do that just because.
What I'm saying, what if it's a case like that? I have no proof of this, it's just said.
I'm not going to show them that in the papers. Somewhere, I need to see that. Something to back that up.
I think I heard about one case, but
Well, this is somebody a well-bred, because them say my last name has prestige.
really?
So it can't change.
As
I could have what kind of name that.
Matalan?
Yeah, probably. We heard the discussion this morning. If it was one of those big names, then you'd have jump and take it.
I'm
Well,
understanding.
please, Burl is the bigger name right here. Very unique.
The last great burial, was hers.
I'm an even greater Burl.
Yeah,
What's your point?
I'm just saying, Captain, continue.
Wumpy Scatter.
Oh,
I don't know who that is.
Scatterbury dancer? Or a
He's
singer?
not a dancer, he's a producer.
Producer.
Guys,
He dances as well.
I don't know about the dancing part there, but I know him brother too, and he's in music as well.
Okay.
Alright, this 7th person said, I am married now. Wasn't an issue for me, but my daughter-in-law wanted to keep her name, and my son didn't want her to use the double barrel. I don't think your husband supposed to. As we said before, this discussion should have been had before. The situation. So this person kind of have some issues right here. I don't know if I address that. Person number 8. For me, it's wonderful, especially with someone that you truly love. That takes away from the argument.
Yeah.
Sure, everybody love each other.
Yeah.
If you're going to marry somebody, you must love them.
They should, yeah.
The name now is a whole different ball game.
Alright, you mentioned before the legal ramifications that it can have. And it can, as I said, it can be very costly. Now, if it's a case where, you know, the guy is like, you know what, you have to get my last name. However, because a lot of changes have to be made, and if it's very costly, and you know, it's a lengthy process. What if she say, you know what, it's best if I keep the name? What do you say to a man in that situation?
Right, they say
he has to compromise, you think?
I think so, but does it take away from the fact that you're married?
It doesn't. I think.
No, but if you normally when people get married, this is coming from a Christian background. When you're married now, you go to church the next 2 weeks later, and them say Mr. and Mrs. whatever.
Why 2 weeks?
I don't know what them. I don't know. Them say Mr. and Mrs. But you come back with the same name, and I understand that.
Yeah, true.
I think it takes away from the whole quote unquote marriage, because a marriage is a union. So the two must become one. No, there's a whole heap of...
But what do you think about guys and the reason why they think? Because it's more than
no, men, it's just solely ego for you guys. It's 100%
so
like, when you just almost say, yeah, when you run things.
And enough time when I'm on the corner and I'm having friend them and, you know.
I'm wife that, you know.
I'm wife that. Yeah. Mrs., you know. You can talk to your friend them about it, you make a man feel good. And that's the truth. And I think...
But I don't think you guys really consider the females, because it's quite costly.
I will consider myself.
Especially if she has a lot of accolades. I will if I'm money that thing. We got to change up the whole of that. That's a lot of money.
And make him pay for it.
No, but what if something go wrong? Not that we're going into the situation looking to come out, but the reality exists. What if, say, change it when you get married, and then 1 year later, God forbid, the situation comes up. You go pay back all of them.
You know, no choice. You see that you have the choice.
Oh God, that kind of strong. Person number 9. I've always said that if I got married, I wouldn't want to take my husband's name. I am now settled for the idea, and I've added it to my own identity. What the hell? So they wouldn't want to take the name. So that person wants to keep their name, but they're saying no, they're settled. Oh, it takes away from their identity, which is what I was saying initially.
But if
I am Shanique Rivera.
You're still Shanique.
No longer Shanique Rivera. It's like a whole different. That's something have to be done with that. I can never understand why women make an issue.
But I guess to each it's one. Yes.
Yeah, you can agree to that. That's a run for now anyway. Yes. For me, it's a no-brainer. I'll take his. Somebody want to get rid of them name long time. I'm on the mindset that God hates divorce, but if that should change for whatever reason, then I'll revert to my father's name.
What do you mean? Why
no, because it depends on your side. That's why you jump up. Not at all, moms. I believe in taking on my man's name. Right. Sure. A bunch low down out there want to get married.
Do you know what get married to?
Eventually. Well, the traditional way is for the lady to take on her husband's name. However, my personal view is to hyphenate, which is, I think I'd go with that one, because I think Burl is just way too unique to get up. It's not a lot of people named Burl, and say it means you got dash it too. Less people have. No man, it's not a lot of people named Burl. So somebody have to keep. And then the women now, the kids. You know what I'm even considering? Giving my children.
No. No. That is a no. You know?
I even consider. Who is to say
Who's
that
to say
we
what?
can't do that?
You can, but you shouldn't. Because personally, my wife won't be able to. Right? If she not think it. She will think it. No, she won't think it. She not do that.
Why should
She will get, the child will get my name. That's even more traditional.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
Ego.
it's just what I
just the
want.
ego.
Yes, my child.
No, but the child is a separate person. It's no longer your ego. It's not a my or what I want.
Why create problems? Okay?
It's not a problem.
Especially
it's
in that
both our
regard.
child.
Because most men, if not all men, would want their child to have their last name.
Alright. So another point that I heard on the issue is that, say for example, you go to the embassy and they say, alright, you're doing it, you're trying to get a visa as a family. You have a separate name. It's like you're almost like to answer a whole separate set of questions because you have a different last name. Same for when you're boarding the flight or whatever. They seat you accordingly. If you have a different name, then you might be placed in a different seat and all that stuff. So you might want to consider that. She's an only, see the 1 year old that I talked about earlier. She's an only child.
Wants to keep her father's name also. Okay.
It's easier to change when hyphenated.
You see, and again in this case, that's why the discussion, you know, it's important to discuss it before when you get married, because with that knowledge, the husband don't have a choice to make, you know, and one can argue that he should understand, but
I think this thing shouldn't be left to choice. I think a law needs to come in.
a law.
To say that
Nobody
this
now
is
pass
it.
a law there.
No man. Are we going to constantly have this discussion? Some law need to pass to say it is this way, highway or the byway. Nobody get married then. Be a common law, because if you're on common law, nobody can force you to change the name.
True.
So, person 14 is a bunch of responses. I think it's okay either way once we agree. If my partner doesn't want my last name, it's not an issue. We could also take each other's name. So what's that? A switch? She take female name, him take. Oh God!
I guess that's
How
your
many
love.
people get them to me?
That's a part of your love story. I'm not questioning it.
So you don't say my name? You see what you see? The big hesitation.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Come on, Borrell. Jesus.
That not sound good. And there are not many Mandisons in the world. Not very few of us.
I could say the same. How much Borrell you know?
Captain Orsberg.
If just mention the one man.
How many Mandisons in the world? I mean?
None.
Exactly.
Honestly. Like when we hear the name, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Actually, there's a bunch of people here.
It's Scottish.
Wait. It's Scottish?
It's Scottish, yeah.
True?
It's
Wait,
Scottish.
mean?
I have no idea, but it's Scottish.
So you know, say it's Scottish.
No, say it's Scottish. It's Scottish for real.
I don't know what I mean.
I should look it up.
I don't know what I mean either. Alright. Tradition again. I won't take her name and I wouldn't force her to take mine. No, me like that somebody here. Me like that no, this person that talk to me.
What the person said?
I won't take her name and I wouldn't force her to take mine. So everybody keep their own thing, one of business. But I said I would hyphen it. I would hyphen it. I don't know about the dropping.
Which is okay.
I don't know about the dropping. Man, listen, boy. That sounds like too much word. I keep right listen.
Word man, listen. It's so much better.
It's long. Because your name, how much later another man listen?
It's other M to Anderson.
So them complex, that's your name man listen. Alright. To be honest, in our religion, we were cultured that way to take on the male's name. So it's not a
from
problem.
the church.
Definitely. No, but this is what I'm saying. They keep saying culture. The culture never said drop your name fully. It's a take on a man name, which means you can hyphenate. Why do people constantly make it seem as though the tradition is to completely drop a name? That's not the point. That's not the case, actually. Hi there, oh, this person is not from Jamaica. This person say, hi there, in our country, the women keep their father's name, family's name. Or she can opt to take her husband's name, but in most cases, they keep their name.
Which country it is? You don't know?
No, I never asked him.
And again, I think in a country like that, I guess most of the men won't have a problem. Because
I think, wait, Africa, in Africa you go. By the tribe you go by? I think I tribe.
Yeah.
So in such a case,
Yeah,
you get the tribe stuff and no one come to Jamaica. And they want to come put your tribe on. No. It's not your father name you're carrying. It's that tribe. Alright, to be honest, Shanice, I never even thought about putting on my husband's name. I just knew I was getting married and that my surname would change. The thought was basically it wouldn't be
She's
mine.
in office getting married. She just want to get married at the video, but that's she not busy going nothing.
The thought was basically it wouldn't be me, no, but us.
1 plus
That's
1.
all. And somebody are quite mushy. My God. Over there.
And that is fine. I would mind somebody would think like that. Look easy for
She
me.
married already, I realized that.
Okay. Every time we have fun.
The man have put on the ring. I don't believe in proposal. Can you hear something like that, you know? That person there was saying.
That's another discussion. I said that's another discussion.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sorry for the late response, but one sorry for the late response was a bit busy. My take is if you love Jesus, you take on his name in water baptism, right? So why not apply the same principle?
Girl is baptized in love with that.
No, but correction, people. When you're baptized, your name don't change. Some of you know other point are relevant to this. Your name don't change when you're baptized.
You know, change.
I'm
She
still
try make
You can't.
connection. Yeah.
No connection there, right? That's the other one.
But
Because if we get married and we keep my name, that is what people are trying to say.
It's not literal enough. So when you get baptized, them say you take on the name of Jesus, meaning that they expect you to take on the Christ-like character. That them really.
Yeah, but if me married and keep my name and take on the wife-like character, next year, that is the same principle. There is a connection there. I don't understand whether somebody are coming. No. I will take it, but hyphenate. That's me again. I would take his name. That's what I am accustomed to. I dislike my name. Yeah, somebody dislike their name. So I didn't want to keep it or suggest he took mine. And somebody don't like their name. What kind of name that? I wouldn't want to just drop my name. I'll add is. This is me now. You wouldn't want to just drop a bird, so like seriously? I believe she should keep both. No, this is a good one. I'm taking my man's name. Just drop mine. No hyphenation.
Yes, she drop it. She should.
We'll attach it to my last name, hyphenate again. So the majority is hyphenating so far. It's a choice. You don't have to. Well, change your name instantly. Well, no, say I'm instantly because you have to go through the registry and all that and the certificate. Because did you know, guys, that if you get the certificate, you sign it at the church and you're still in the system as a wedding couple. You have to go through the registry before you're actually married.
After the complete, yeah.
So the ceremony really don't mean anything much. That's the best, probably, for some people, not me, to go to the court. No, I'm going to have something big. I want to,
We will have to COVID then.
No, but you can have the little small ones. We don't need a heap of people there.
Okay.
Because I watched my mother's video and I've seen the amount of people that chat, and when you read their lips, they weren't anything good. So,
How long you my mom?
a while. We won't get into that. That's her show, not mine.
Okay. You should invite her to talk about it. Yeah.
But I think so.
Yeah,
if
why not?
you know the situation, you know why.
I don't know the situation.
Well,
I don't know why.
Do you watch my vlogs?
Sometimes.
You ever watch one I do?
Definitely. Like, share, subscribe.
Long time. Tell them.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Definitely.
And tell a friend. For them, tell a friend.
Right? And ripple effect. Keep going. Alright, person 29. Jesus. I don't believe you should have to take his name because you are, let's go again. I don't believe you should have to take his name because you are his partner, but you don't belong to him. Somebody I get at.
Since
he didn't make you, you are the seed of your father. Therefore, you are from him and should carry his name. Yo, that's somebody here.
She pretty much has
levels.
As much as you married the man, you don't own him. You was married to him. And that's why again, you must have the discussion before.
I think if you have the discussion here with that person, you're probably not about to marry the person. Because there's somebody else certain them depend on one level, mentally. One level. I
mean, in touch with the father. Connected.
Everybody, well, them say you don't have to be biologically a father to be a father. So, I kind of see whether somebody are get at, but you have to understand the basis of marriage. Somebody in a voice note, I will be attaching those that did their voice notes at the end, guys, of this discussion between us, so you can listen to those responses. Those are funny and very informative because we have a few married persons speaking on the matter. And then there was someone who spoke about taking on the female's name. So stay tuned to that at the end of the video. But in all honesty though, guys, as Kevin said, a discussion should be had before you guys enter into the marriage to see where the headspaces are. Not just with respect to the name change, but there are many things.
Communication, very, very important. Paramount.
So I know, because I mean, marriage is for a lifetime. It is supposed to be for a lifetime.
Sadly though, the divorce rate is going up.
Yeah, because ego play and people jump into marriage without having real discussions and getting to know the person. And many will argue that from the Christian background, there is not much that you can know because you're not living with the person. So you don't know them stay beyond the scene. And I think that's quite crucial. I'm not going to get into the whole Christian part of the party where you're not supposed to do that. Because I do believe that you should move in with somebody. But I think it takes away from getting to know them on a different level. Because when people are them here, they're more comfortable. And them show them shoes so you get to see the party. Them leave the toilet seat out. So you get to see the AC. You look like one of those.
I close it.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Mom did teach me about this, you know. And if I did
it stays with you?
Stays with me. She did cuss.
So you know, say this is one year, just one of the. You're not married guys, so y'all can drop in the bachelor. Drop in the comment section. Yeah, request the number. I don't know if you're gonna get it also.
Well, nothing to say.
No comment?
No comment.
You single?
I am single. What is that's for another discussion. I'm not married.
He's not married.
I'm not married.
Okay, but I can put that one there. We're not gonna put him on the scene. Me not married either. Yeah.
So we're both single.
Yeah, because I mean, on a form that you're filling out, it says single, married, or divorced, or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that. Widowed.
As that
and I'm neither of those, so I'm single.
Single.
Yeah, I'm single.
So whether you're dating or courting, you're still single.
He must send a message. He's sending a message. So guys, stay tuned to the rest of this. The videos, not videos, the audios. Audio responses are coming up next. So here goes. Eh?
Stay tuned in.
Oh yes, guys, remember my lash line will be launched on the 6th of March. Only $800 for my lashes. Well, you have $950, you have $1,050, but the main ones are $800, so you need to come support your girl. And I also have a cleaning company. I'm having a 5% discount for first-time users. And I also have a rental company for your video shoots and your basically all your party them and events, wedding receptions, dedications, whatever it is that you're hosting. You can rent my fog machines, my LED power lights, my bubble machines, my cold spark. Go research it, what a cold spark is. Yeah, and they're pretty reasonable to rent.
Check them all out.
What?
So check them all out.
Yes, you need to check them all out, guys, and subscribe and share. Continue to follow your girl here on YouTube. Let's hear the audio responses.
I don't too understand what you say. Cause right now, me not have no married life. Me never know if me did married. Me never know. So me not understand. So make that one they pass me.
This question, the first thing that came to my mind, and it never really dawned on me, or I never really thought about it much, and growing up, I think you're being cultured. So I guess that's it for me. I was being cultured that, or we are being cultured that when you look forward to take on your husband's name. What really was my issue was a very nice surname. I really wanted a very nice surname because I thought that I had a lovely surname, and I wanted, if I'm gonna get married, I would want one, to match my surname, or to even surpass it in terms of its uniqueness. So that was basically it for me, but I did not have a problem to take on my husband's name. When we met and we were courting, the name was kind of, I thought it was common, and really hope that it would match up to my surname, which is Noble. That's my maiden name now, Noble. But the type of person my husband is, kind of surpassed that. That never matter me anymore, because I saw, who my husband was at the time, and I already made up in my mind that this is the man I really want to be with. So that the name wasn't really a problem, even though I was looking forward to a really unique name, but it never happened that way. So it wasn't an issue for me, I gladly took it on because of how I felt about my husband to be at the time. So it wasn't a problem there. So that's my view on it. Yep. Yeah.
Alright, guys, let's hear from another married person. That person was obviously married.
I remember if I usually have that conversation with. She has to take it. She don't take it. That says to me that she's not 100% committed to do it. Funny enough, I think that's what I was talking to somebody about today. My thing is always some females don't look at it that way, but it come across that some men don't have a problem with it, but to me it's like saying, all right, if something go wrong, I can just cut off the married name and go back to my own name. And some people are like, but I don't want to lose my name. You're not going to lose your name, you're taking on his name. If you want to go biblical, and the same thing I was talking about today, the Bible says leave and cleave. You never say leave, keep your name, and then go back. You never say leave, get married, and then go back to your parents. No, it's a leave, come out to your mother and your father's place, and go cleave. Means that you and the person become one, both in body and in both in body and mind. I think soul too, because you and them supposed to be on the same wavelength. That's why them said they will be unequally yoked. So yeah, that's my view. I mean, they tell Paula if that she ever do, then it no make no sense. More waste my time. So females might not see it that way, but that's how I look at it, and that's how I think it is. Because it's just like saying you are gonna get married to you are gonna call yourself Paul well, no, not Paul. So for instance, Shanique Burrell Christ, or when God married in church, him not gonna make on keep on a worldly name. You and him is one. So the body, church, and God will become one of one body. House with many mansions. Yeah, all that just. Yeah, me they go deep. Sorry, they asked one question. And it was a topic that I was discussing with a co-worker today. So I say, she said she don't see it now, she want to keep the Johnson. And she just have the other name in hyphen. If the man have a problem, by all means, do your thing. But that's my view on it.
All right, not bad, not bad. Let's hear from the other person.
May I put this back to the father of the wife. What if a man have only daughters as children, and then all of them just married, and then him last name gone? What legacy have to live on? What legacy does he have? Well, we are going to know, say, boy, a daughter that, but she even have her own last name. So that was just that was one of my points them still, and you know, it just look cool. You have two last name.
All right, so we have two more persons. Let's hear this young lady and then the other guy.
Based on the scripture that says you take on the war. I think the man's name. I don't know how I feel about that, but I think probably because the man of the head based on the precepts of the Bible, then the male's name should be taken on. A woman having his name, when I put the two options then it's either taking on the man's name or keeping your name, but the woman I take on the man's name, no, so that no sound right. I don't know.
Well, for tell you the truth, me now married and take no female last name. Me rather give out my name. Yeah. That's my honest opinion and what I believe. Yeah. Whether she propose or me propose, she have to take my name. So me see it.
That's all for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Remember to also comment and follow us on all social media sites. Also remember, guys, to support my business. I rent fog machines and lights. Here is a little pic of my products. And also remember that I have a cleaning company, very inexpensive and professional work. Once again, thank you for watching and stay tuned to my channel. Guys, remember my lash launch will be on the 6th of March. DM me for the location so you can pick up yours for $800. And remember to follow my business page at beexcessive_cosmetics. Please, guys, and of course, as I said, support. $800. I've also redesigned my business flyer to include a 5% discount.